Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where last time we discovered that there is an orc settlement in this area, and we need to find out how big is it, how many orcs are there, how much of a threat it is to us, and all that information. I guess also how organized it is. We're at Zubad Bakan. And it looks like I found the kitchens. Whoopsie daisy. I found the... Can it please? Okay, fine. Oh, I thought it was going to be one to kill a number of orcs here, so I wanted to make sure I... was able to get the quest before killing them. Apparently, no, it is to free the dwarves that are captive here, because apparently dwarf, at least in the opinion of the orcs, is on the menu, and it's probably best not to allow the orcs to have such people as dinner. So I will free as many dwarves as I can, and also kill the cook, I guess. Right, there you go. So we got there. There's another dwarf right there, right next to the oven. Not exactly a comfortable place. Well, I guess it's nice and warm, but it could be a little bit too warm, if you get my meaning. Here. Just be happy that he didn't bring out the knives already. There we go. Now, that's settled. Let's take care of the other cook. So it's a fairly large settlement if they need this large of an area just for a kitchen. I mean a hobbit can appreciate that, of course. But that means it's a pretty large settlement here. Now, let's see what else is in the area. Let's head downstairs and see the next part of this city, or whatever you call this place, because this is getting rather large. So yes, next, here you go. Oh, what's up here? Is this another sector of the settlement? You've discovered the housing. Alright. Defeat Ruch and burn his banner. You have found the barracks of the Ubabar, at the end of which stands a vicious orc leader with a rallying banner. Okay, so let's do that. So we found the barracks, we found the kitchens. Maybe it's not a village, maybe it's a large fortress. A military base, that's it. Alright, so okay, so we have the barracks, we have the commissary. Now we... Hey, wakey wakey! Sound revelry. Speaking of revelry, well, okay, I'm not going to blow the bugle in the morning. I am just going to burn the banner. Oh, I get a robe for that? I'm not too sure I really want a robe that's been kept here, but oh well. Hey, what kind of sword is this? Oh, excuse me. Oh, hey. You're his replacement, I guess. Alright, now that we've killed the rallying officer and his lieutenant, we can now go and look for another room of this military complex. village, town, city, whatever you want to call it. I think I found the forges. It's supposed to be the industrial sector. Coal for the fires. Destroy boxes of coal. I guess we can do that. There you go. Let's destroy boxes of coal. And we are destroying them by the half dozen, it looks like. Let's just go. There you go. You can join them. Thank you. Boxes of coal. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Smith! Actually, this is number 4. So where's number 5? I missed one! Now, how does one destroy coal, I wonder? I mean, yes, perhaps dumping water into it or something like that. I suppose you could mix it with stuff that's... I mean, because if you just pulverize the stuff, I think you might... I don't know whether or not coal dust would be effective here or not. I don't know. What do I know about smithing? What I do know is that that's 3 out of 4 areas, so that means we've got 1 more area left to explore. There you go. Oh, the armory. Okay, the smithy and the armory. So destroy piles of armor. I suppose I can do that. Hey, now, destroying armor, that sounds obvious even to me. So let's just go in there, bash them in, and it's not like they're exactly great experts at making armor or anything like this. There you go. I mean, look at the armor that the average orc wears. Now the orcs, they tend to have some rather nice armor. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're making the armor for the orcs. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for orc make. Okay. Well then. What do I do next? Nothing to do but to go down further and find the Redhorn Lodes. Because that's where I was being sent in the first place, right? So, I'm hoping I can find a way there. And this is not... He decided it was better to jump than to allow me near him. Whee! I have finally made it to the Redhorn Lodes, where I have been asked to find some black powder. No, don't ask me why I am going around looking for black powder around here, but that's what they told me to do. Now, the question is there really actually... How does he know that there's some black... I'm sure it was explained in the quest text and I just completely have forgotten it. I mean, I think I usually forget the quest text by the time I'm halfway through the quest. Or at least the details of it. Let's see. The Garden Junction. Okay, Borea has asked you to investigate the Garden Junction and to collect barrels of black powder from the White Hand encampment, so that you'll become familiar with it. Oh, I have come here. The reason isn't mainly to get... Well, I guess part of it is to reduce the amount of black powder that the orcs have available. But it looks like the main reason is so that I will become familiar with the area And if I am familiar with the area, actually let me go to a place where there's actually black powder. Though I suppose that's not completely necessary, seeing how getting the black powder just seems to be an excuse for going around reducing the number, not reducing them, well, part of it is reducing the number of the enemies here, but mainly so that I can scout the area as I am collecting the black powder. So I am sure ridding the black powder from the orcs is a good reason all by itself. Oh my goodness gracious. Such choice! Such choice! Such choice! Now, let's find more powder. Well, it looks like there is a nasty signature orc. Let's see. Only 3 levels different, right? Surely I can handle this. I didn't even have to bring out my best attack. This orc standing guard, saying, "No one's going to get my black powder." I disagree with that. I strongly disagree with that. And in fact, not only did I take you out, but I'll take out your friend here. And even the deep claw that seems to be threatening to undermine the entire area. I think just one more, and maybe take out an orc or 2 that may be in the area. And then I should get back and report, right? Oh yeah, I still need to find the guarded junction. And that's on the other side of the 21st hall. I suppose I could have bypassed the 21st hall and gone a more direct route, but I decided to stop by here first to inform the people of a few things. First off, I need to bring a statue piece I found.
These halls will be great once more.
What's this now? The helm from Hellugi Goblinbane statue? Hammer and tongs! He was in many of my favorite stories when I was but a young dwarf. The tale of Haugi's hammers, Goblinbane's gilded helm, the lay of the goblin rout, Helgi and the maiden's beard ribbons. Ah, such fine tales! I have heard that Uxie in the Chamber of Crossroads endeavors to find and reassemble all of the pieces of the statue. I will have this delivered to him at once. Alright, there you go. Here's my report on what I found.
The Lords of Moria have returned.
Orcs everywhere! This is terrible, Pinesea. I don't like the state of the South Pass in Zelenmelek. The Orc Watch post has been established near there. If you fortify that outpost, I believe we'll be less suppressed here. I just came from there, didn't I? Oh, well. What's he asking me to do?
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the Orcs of Moria.
Had enough of the... Oh, hey, if you ever are in the Orc Watch, you can go and help Avar there. Or I'll think about it. Alright, fine. Now, for the moment, let us then head to the Chamber of Leadership. Leadership Command, whichever one it is. Here's my progress report. First off, I only found 2 dwarves to help. Yeah, just 2.
Those are all the dwarves who volunteered? No matter, it's fine.
Oh, I'm sure that you did your best, and I'll manage somehow. Alright. Also, I have a delivery from all the armor I collected.
Very little of these weapons and armor are salvageable, but they will have to do.
Yes, these will do nicely, just the sort of thing that we need in order to equip the 2 teams for we are assembling. Yes, I know, some can be repaired, and the rest, well, they'll be melted down to make new equipment. Right. Okie dokie. This seems to be quite an area. Those are stone trees? Rather complicated ones, too. Now, I'm just wondering how these were achieved. I mean, the dwarves, they are the greatest stoneworkers, so I can understand how they could execute such a project. It's the design phase. I'm wondering if the elves of Olin helped them to design this and then they executed the design, because that would make sense, because elves certainly know the trees a lot better than the dwarves do. And the dwarves are certainly excellent in working with stonework. I can understand why they have this place that they've always held in legend all this time. It's a truly magnificent area. I don't think I've ever taken a close look at the upper sections of this hall before. I know you'd think that after all these years I've been looking at it, seen it quite a bit, but I hear them called the stone trees and stuff like this, but I've never actually looked at the branches and how the... There's somebody after me, isn't there? The branches and the roots coming out on the trees. And seeing, yes, these are not just simple pillars. I mean, you could do well enough just with simple pillars, but they chose to do something in here, and something that's generally not thought about for an underground kingdom. So this is obviously one of those things that demonstrates the friendship that they had with the elves of Olin at this time. Indeed, that was my first dragonette here. Okie dokie. So get all the way through the second hall. Now, of course, this is the second hall, of course, and of course the corollary to that is that it's connected to the first hall, and the first hall connects not to the Olin Gate, but instead it connects to the Lothlorien. It's closer to Lothlorien. So it shows that there was also some connection over to there, which I guess is probably something that would have to be the fact that their front entrance faced east, not west. I know we had to come in through the west because that was the gate, because that was the direction from which we were. And of course we had no real way in which to get over. Redhorn Pass is not exactly known for being open this time of the year. Anyway, that was the first hall. Then you come around here, you had this bridge that spans out into the second hall, and it's this magnificent forest. Well, more like an orchard, I would think, than a forest, because a forest certainly wouldn't have these big, wide hallways of space between the trees. A forest would be more randomly distributed for the trees. Alright, now the Garden Junction, according to my map, is out in this direction. Let's see what we can find, other than more orcs. Okay, that's a goblin. Close enough. They're all related. Well, maybe not to the cave claws. At least I don't think. Or cave. Deep claws. That's it. Deep claws. I always had trouble remembering that name. Those marauders, they're not getting time to put on that extra annoying heel that they just love. Alright. Now, here's the junction in question. Hey, catch! have discovered the deep crossroad. I think this is it. You assess the strength of the forces at the guarded junction. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's it. Boy, I almost messed that one up. Oh, Defiler. I was wondering what was going on there. Ha, gotcha. Now let's get out of here. I have finally finished my scouting mission.
Thank you, friend. I understand the lay of Stasnak slightly better now.
The information that you have brought will be of great value to carry out my plan. You're welcome. Whee! So what is this plan? And what are we going to be doing? We have to find that out in the next episode of River and Sea.